What's going on, BC? This is Caleb from Virginia Beach. Here with a kind of a big haul. It's been a pretty good month as far as finds go for me. I got a kind of a good stack of records here and a CD to share with you guys. First off, what's playing in the background? If you can hear it, I might turn it up a little bit. I got the Sugar Cubes, Life's Too Good. Yeah, Life's Too Good on cassette. I really like this. Really been digging some Bjork lately. And I remember I had this and I really like it. So maybe I'll upgrade to a vinyl copy one day. I'm not in a hurry right now, but let's get this moving. I'm gonna show the CD first. I've been using as far as me using the internet for music listening lately has been going. I've discovered Pandora. Was recommended it. Someone recommended it to me, and I think we all know how Pandora works. But one of the bands that it spouted out with me when I was listening to a station was this band. I really liked it, and they were playing a few of the different songs from this CD quite a bit, so I went ahead and picked this CD up. This is Ghosts and Vodka. The album is Addicts and Drunks. I think it's just like a compilation CD. Most of the songs are pretty good. The other songs are kind of a miss for me, but overall it's a pretty decent little CD. There's nothing much in that booklet. Just like a little bit of notes and everything. I'm not even going to bother pulling it out. But yeah, it's a pretty good little math rock album. Really happy about this. This was a pretty good score. Picked it up pretty cheap. Next up, and by the way, some of these records in here were Pandora finds. Others were just records I've liked since I was a kid, and I finally picked them up. And then others were just some I've picked up recently. This one I picked up yesterday. Yesterday was payday for me. Got off pretty early in the afternoon, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Went out and got my greens, got a good amount of nugs for myself. Got high, and then I went to the record store across the street from my work that I haven't been to in quite some time. Birdland Records. I was over at that thrift store just hanging out with my friend who picked me up from work, and I was like, well, I haven't, seen the owner of Birdland in a while. I wonder how he's doing. I'll pop in and say hey. And I just wanted to look around for a little bit. And I found this Iron Butterfly live bootleg or something that the owner of Skinny's Records was telling me about the last time I was in there last week. And I saw it. I almost picked that up. I didn't pick it up. I'm going to wait to get that from Skinny's Records. But I did come across this. Before I get too much more into it, this is Paper Garden. Now, this I had no idea what it was. Before I even saw the sticker on the plastic, I looked at this and I thought, man, this looks really, really crazy and trippy. And then I looked at the back, and it's, if you can kind of see it, it's on the Sundays label, and I was like, automatically, I'm getting that, because that means it's some album from the '60s, probably a good psychedelic rock album. And then I looked at the sticker on the front, because I'm a moron, and found it later, and it's from 1968, which I did not know, and it's ultra rare pop psych record according to them. This is a repress on 180 gram vinyl. Of course, it uses the original label. This is from Musical Records. I'll go ahead and pull this out. It's a pretty nice gatefold. Got too much plastic everywhere. Yeah, this is a really beautiful gatefold. I actually just got done listening to this, and it really was an amazing, amazing record. On the Musicore label. Yeah, this was absolutely amazing. This was a really good pop psych album. I was blown away by it, and there was a good use of horns and strings in it too. and it fits so well. I'm really glad to have stumbled across this, because this is something I could see myself playing a bunch, as I do with a lot of my psych rock stuff. It's kind of a lot of stuff I kind of just sit down and listen to quite a bit. So this is an amazing score for me. This is just a prime example of, you just pick something up, you don't know much about it, you take it home, you listen to it, and you really dig it. This was the case for this one, so I'm really happy about that. Really good score for me. Moving on. Next, this was another art or band that I found through Pandora on the same station. The album I heard, I really digged, and I went ahead and ordered that, and it just came in what I thought was that record came in yesterday. Turned out it was the wrong record. Anyways, before I get much more into that story, this is a band called Pitterpat, and this album is The Flexible Entertainer. The album I was trying to pick up was the album Shaky, which I believe came out in 2004, and this one came out in 2011. There's quite a bit of difference in the sound. This wasn't really... I didn't enjoy it that much. There was some really good parts into it, but not overall. It was a very good record, but I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it for the time being, take a few more listens with it. But I emailed the seller. I got it through Discogs, private seller. Turns out he must have listed the wrong one. The one I was looking for he did actually have. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go through all the hassle of sending it back and getting a refund and yada yada. I'm just going to go ahead and just keep this and pick up the other one as soon as possible. But yeah, you can probably look forward to that album Shaky by Pitterpat in recent hauls coming up in the next few weeks or months. But there's that. Overall, wasn't that bad, but yeah, like I said, most of it was hit or miss for me. But yeah, this was the first time I used Discogs in a number of years. I only used it one other time, and it was about 2 or 3 years ago. And I didn't realize how how quick and easy it actually is, and it's really not that hard for the most part. Gotta be a little patient sometimes, because some sellers take a little bit to respond and yada yada. But that it's good news for me, because there's so many records I see on there that I want, that I feel good enough about picking up now. So I'm really happy to say that I should be getting some Grails in the time coming. But moving on, this was another pickup at Birdland Records yesterday. This is the only other record I picked up there. I was in the used. I was looking through the used vinyl, because sometimes I can find some other good psych stuff there, like I have before. This, I had no idea what it was, but it looked really interesting, and especially the name of the album. And picked it up, and the guy who rung me up at the desk was really giving me a lot of good hype about this. So I was really excited to take it home and listen to it. But before I get more into it, this is the Kaleidoscopic Keyboard by Dick Hyman. Now, it's in some kind of weird packaging. I think maybe someone kind of dissected it or something and did put it in this neat little package, but it works for me. It all sounds really great as far as the vinyl goes. But for what it looked like on the cover, I didn't expect what I was going to hear. It was very great nonetheless, but it was just some classical and some jazzy kind of stuff in there as well, and I really enjoyed this record actually. I had no complaints about it, but yeah, really a great pickup, and this is on the Command label. Yeah, this was a really cool find. Yeah, I have no complaints about it. I really look forward to spinning this a little more often. I've been having some jazz on the back of my mind lately, as I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately, and I've also been wanting to pick up some more classical stuff too. So this was a really nice find. And then I've also been looking at some stuff by Juan or whatever, Juan Martin. I saw Derek post or say something about Painter and Sound, that record, and I took a listen to that record. I really liked it, and then I also found Picasso Portraits or something like this, and I really like that, so I'm looking to pick up those two lately. And I say that because it's got a lot of classical guitar and everything, and I really enjoyed listening to that. So anyways, moving on. This was another Pandora find. This is an artist I absolutely fell in love with since when I heard the song on Pandora, and then when I got the whole album and took a listen to that. Oh my gosh! Before I get much more into it, this is it's a Norwegian name, so if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But Hanna Huckelberg, Little Things. She is a Norwegian singer-songwriter. This is her debut, I believe. This is outstanding. Oh my gosh. This album was so good. Some experimental in there, but in a really cool way. And some jazzy kind of stuff. Just beautiful voice. Almost like Bjork a little bit, but it does her own thing. This is an outstanding record. I really can't begin to try and describe this record, but definitely, if you get the chance, definitely check this out. And I have listened to a few of her other records recently as well, and I really, really enjoy them also. Not all of them are on vinyl, most of them are on CD, but I will be picking those up in the near future because they are just amazing from start to finish, as was this one. I'm really happy with this. I played this a few times since I've gotten it, last week, so I'm really happy with that. That was an amazing find, and I really hate to say it, but the internet has its good uses every now and again, and Pandora really helped to bring some new artists into my eyes, and I really like that. So, but anyways, moving on. This next record, this is an album from a band I remember from when I was a kid. This is the only album I like by them, but I remember this album a lot, and I've never grown out of it. And I don't really tell people I listen to this because I don't want to get made fun of, but you know, as me, I really don't give a shit anymore. Anyways, before I get much more into this is Sum 41's All Killer No Filler. This is actually on a color vinyl that I've never had or seen before. It's on some nice neon pink. This album, yeah, like I said, it's the only album I really like by this band, but I remember, like, I listened to this album heavily when I was a child, and still never grew out of it at all. Just kind of listening to it now and again as I was growing up. But in probably the past year or two, I've been listening to it a lot more. And I found out there's been a lot of vinyl reissues of it. And I saw one on Amazon for not that expensive, about $20, not that bad. And for such a staple of my childhood, if you will, that was, you know, a small price to pay. And it sounds great. It's not a bad pressing. This was a really good pop punk album. No complaints. And yeah, I really love it. It brings back a lot of good childhood memories and stuff like that. So there's that one. And then this is another one. This is actually a 12-inch single. I mean, I'm only 20 years old, so granted, when I was, you know, still a kid and everything, MTV was not showing shit like Teen Mom and, you know, all these stupid bullshit non-music related shows. It was music video still, and I remember TRL was always on when I'd get home from school, and I always remember seeing the music video for this. And this is a song I never really grew out of either. I've always really liked it, which is kind of weird because it's female fronted, but I really like it. And I found out there was a single of this, so I really, and especially this remix, which had this other artist featured on this. So I'm really happy to have this. But anyways, this is Jennifer Lopez featuring Ja Rule, I'm Real, 12-inch single. Yeah, I really do love this song. I don't give a shit what people say. This is a good jam for me, and I really enjoy listening to it. It's actually funny. It says side one track, like the first track is the clean version, like you'd hear on like the radio or TRL, and then the second one is the instrumental, and on the back is the explicit, uncensored version. And it's actually the side one, the first track is the clean one, and the second song is actually the uncensored version, and the second side is the instrumental. Kind of a mislabel there, but I don't really give a shit. It's still awesome to have. This is actually my first 12-inch single, so I'm really happy to have that. I don't really like I said, I don't give a shit what people say about me having that. Most of my friends so far, when they found out I've gotten it, haven't really given too much of a shit. But anyways, this is the last record in the pile. This is another Pandora find. Really dig this. Yeah, this was another really good score for me. Anyways, before I get much more into it, this is Headlights, Kill Them With Kindness. And I don't think this is a gatefold, yeah. Anyways, this is just a really chill indie rock album. Pretty moody for the most part. Ooh, the music stopped. Started again. Anyways, but yeah, this is really good. Really kind of mellow out, and most of these records are pretty mellow out for the most part, so I really can't wait to spin them with all this good chronic I have lately. So anyways, but yeah, that's that. That was my haul for July. I thought it was a pretty decent haul. I'm really satisfied with all those for the most part, except that one record being the wrong record, but that's a quick, easy fix for about $15. No complaints on that, really. Other than that, really satisfied with this haul. Tried to keep this video as short as possible. That was only about 20 minutes, but thank you for bearing with me. Thank you again for watching, for those who do. And again, until next time, BC, take it easy.